but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
Can we hear me? Oh, hey, we can. Oh, would you look at that? Thank you for joining today. Shall be greatness, that is Monster of the Week. And welcome, Genji. I saw you in Blue's stream the other day. I know it's gonna be awkward seeing me instead. I'm the other half of Paradigm Gaming. Welcome in. So lately I've been doing tabletop sessions with a game called Monster. It's a heavily improvised storyline type thing where the game kind of creates itself as you go and you have to make shit up. But we got our group B today, which consists of Hyphon, aka Max, and Nix Fontana. I'm the one who got the name. What name? Talking about. But yes, so we'll be doing that. I'm going to go ahead and flip right over and get into tabletop sim right now and unmute everybody, get them in session. All right, there we go. We got both people, and we got Nyx and
Yes, hello.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Geek Nyx.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know it's been 3 weeks instead of 2. It was a busy week last week, and just noting we did postpone all sessions by a week, so no one's behind or ahead.
Oh, shit. Guess it doesn't line up anymore.
Well, everything's, yeah, no, it lines up. No one got ahead or behind, so everyone.
I guess.
For no sessions last week. I didn't even do the Sunday session because everyone was tired from the week, so I was like, okay, we'll just postpone it a week and everyone will be even.
Right.
Makes sense.
But technically you guys are a day ahead of everyone else at this point by the amount of time that's passed.
Right. Oh, right. In-game time. Yeah. Yeah, we had a quicker setup because we were already together.
Yeah. And I kind of let time pass a lot faster in general anyways.
Right. Damn,
So-
you're gonna make me die so much sooner if you're gonna make my time go faster.
So I have a request. You guys can select your own figurines. If you right click on that bag there, you can search it and it'll pop up a menu with a bunch of different types of figurines. You can pull that bag out and then search that bag for a figurine you want to use for yourself. Yes, there are League of Legends figures in there.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you want to
How
pull
do
that
we-
out
how-
and use a League of Legends figure, I do encourage it because they're actually pretty cool.
How do you search it?
You can just or can you not? Oh, here, I'll just drop that out then. There you go.
Oh my god, 112. Okay, you're just like, okay, let's get all of the figures.
Well, no,
Okay.
it came with the one add-on. It was thousands of D&D figures, and it just came with it. So
Well, let's see. Can I?
you should be able to
something?
right-click and search.
Right click and search. All right. Well, I mean, I got Lee Sin over here, but nah.
That's because you probably left-click the bag.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm just being a little stupid. Yeah, there we go. It just needs to load.
Supposed to drop it back in though. I
Ooh,
think it's because
Yorick.
you're searching it.
This is pretty old because it's still got pre-rework Yorick.
Oh, I'm sure they're fairly old. I mean, they're missing probably what, about 40 champions.
Probably, yeah. Oh yeah, rework Galio too.
But there's a ton of other figures in there. Like there's dwarves, and they have like WoW gnomes and WoW dwarves and stuff like that.
Huh.
Yeah, it brings up a whole menu of the different bags, it looks like.
And you just yank and put them on the table. Because you can't double search the bags.
Right. It doesn't really let me search the other bag. Oh, maybe it does. Why? Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind.
You got dark elves, undead. Pretty
I
much
guess
just,
I'll be a gnome.
This will
You've
be
been-
the longer part of the beginning of the session, is just saying, hey, select some new characters. And things that we
It's
can use
pretty
to show who you are with the map.
Pretty neat idea though.
I kind of wanted everyone to have figures and stuff and popping up. I got one.
Yeah, it's me trying to goddamn surge these things.
Oh, that's probably why. Okay, I'm gonna stop moving
Can I
then.
please drag it out? Wow. Okay, it's taken me a little bit.
It's all good. So we'll start recording after you guys have selected your.
Okay, I'll just quickly select something from that League of Legends bag. It's a bit easier to do.
I figured you'd be more all about the League of Legends bag, anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
I told Adana
again,
she
I'm
could
really
select
bad with
Zyra. Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's got Zyra in there. It's just really slow. Alright, here we go. You know what? I'll go Teemo because Teemo is a disgusting little pig. Well, he's not a pig, but you get what I mean. There we go.
Oh, there's a
I'm
bag for
Teemo.
maps in
Captain
League of
Teemo.
Legends.
I
The bag of maps in the League of Legends bag. Is there seriously maps for League of Legends?
Apparently. Anyways.
That works for me.
Yeah, good enough.
Like they don't have Zyra.
Oh, they don't? That's weird. Rather disappointing, especially for Adana.
Especially for Adana.
Is a favorite champion after all. Anyways, I've finally selected my champion.
Bag of maps. Gotta see. The bag 4 maps.
Oh, I see. Oh well.
I wonder if there's like a League of Legends board game somewhere.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Nah, probably. Ooh, and I got my shock mount in today, and I'm so very happy with it. Yes, it is gorgeous.
Right. You guys got your...
Yeah, I've got mine ready.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said you were going with Timo.
Yes,
You're
I'm
disgusting.
terrible.
Disgusting.
My pleasure.
How disgusting.
I'll just go with this guy.
It's my pleasure. There he is. Thank you. Physics don't want to work on them. Yeah.
Yes, he made it. Timo falls. Okay.
What? It falls so slowly though. I brought my Timo back. There we go.
Actually, I should read. Additive load. Go. Hide that open. Okay. So now we got that all situated.
Yes. We shall go ahead and hit record.
Alright. So, welcome back after an extended week off with our almighty Rook, Nasty Man,
Nasty man.
Nasty Man George,
Yes.
and our divine angel of, I don't know, Aquamanishness with his trident. Good old Jason.
Good old Jason.
Now,
Oh,
just
yeah.
so you know, I'm just gonna picture you as Jason Momoa from here on out.
Oh yeah. We came to that conclusion, yes, the last 3 weeks ago. Yes.
Yep. I
It
just
must
wanted to
have been
reiterate
fated.
this fact. Jason in canon is actually a form of Jason Momoa.
I'm down.
I wish I knew his catchphrases, then I could implement that in there.
Does he have catchphrases?
I don't think,
I think he does.
Does he?
I can't remember.
You're gonna have to rewatch that movie.
I
'cause
I
don't
think he
remember.
just has catch things he does, and that's drink a big bottle of beer or drink beer. Kind of like he's DC Comics Thor.
Yeah, that's actually who I
Yeah,
was
pretty much.
picturing.
He's pretty much DC Comics Thor. We'll go with that.
Goddamn.
Anyways, so when we last ended, I'm pretty sure, because I haven't gone back to re-listen to the thing yet, we ended off with Pavel leaving in the middle of the night with your car,
Yes.
and you have no idea where he went.
Again.
And left
Yep.
you guys a note saying, He's got other places to be. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yes, and
That was the
for-
end
I
of the end of that
yeah,
session.
and I think he also reforged something like made like bullets out of that crystal from.
Well,
the
that was for
cave.
you, yeah.
Yeah, for me.
Which those are still there.
Of course, and which were 8 bullets if I remember correctly, total.
And you can mark that down if you I mean, you have a notebook. You can mark that down. You want.
Yes, I will find a place. Oh wait, notebook, right? Of course. Oh,
Just to make sure all your stuff is noted that you've obtained or crap like that.
yes.
So basically, a lot of the session is going to be based on you guys.
Okay.
Because I've set up everything. You guys have to come up with a plan. Because you need a plan of what you're going to do to stop these creatures from coming out and getting rid of them. More or less. If you want to, maybe suffer, I don't know. This is your world. But I mean, you do have a divine angel who's not down for that kind of attitude.
Yes.
I mean, I think at this point, George, even though he is a coward, is rather intrigued as to, you know, the whole like weird river in the cave, the crystals, and also, you know, he has a new extra little toy. So.
Got a new toy to
So
try out.
he's not necessarily doing this out of
For other people, he's doing it because he's curious.
Yeah, he's curious. He doesn't like. He's not altruistic at all in this sense.
Okay, so as you guys awaken, you come downstairs and you notice, George, that your car is missing. And you find that note that says that he's off and about. That is a scene.
Goddamn Pavel.
Goddamn Pavel. That is the answer to everything. Goddamn Pavel.
Yes.
In a voice
It's
in your,
just
you hear a
knowing
voice in your head.
that,
It's Pavel, asshole.
Yes. Great time. Yes.
So as far as it goes, you guys are pretty much set in the fact you know where these creatures are coming from. So you know their location. I mean, they're obviously killable, but very difficult to kill.
Right.
Just by sheer stroke of luck, you managed to kill 2 of them,
I did some Indiana Jones.
but almost killed
shit.
Jason in the process.
Yeah.
I am still a threat to all that surround me.
And that is pretty much where we're at. It is morning, and obviously your car is missing. Still got a Ford Fiesta out there at your disposal that you could probably re-hotwire again if you need to.
Yeah. I mean, with the cops, they're just gonna believe that I had nothing to do with it again. So, you know.
And where are
Bobby.
you guys at level ups and stuff like that? Like,
I got currently 3 out of 5 experience.
is that level 3 you're going towards or level 2?
Level 2.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I have 2 experience. Same.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so yeah.
Well, basically, you guys need to come up with something that might be able to. You have bullets, so that is probably going to aid you greatly.
Yes.
Jason can obviously hurt them, but there's a possibility that there's, you know, upwards of more than 2 of them. You knew there was at least 2 extra streams in there when you left, but there could have been more.
Right.
And of course, they don't come out into the light, or at least that's what we seem to notice.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Yeah. So obviously going through. So I would think that it would be best to go to fight them throughout the day instead of night, of course, because we can attempt to at least get out of the cave and then we'll be safe.
Yeah.
So attack and retreat kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of a thing. Yeah. But considering what we saw at the cave before, like that it had something that led further down into the cave and the noises that we heard from down there, makes me think that even that tactic is not going to work so grandly.
Because for all you know, you could get in there and they could block your path.
Exactly, yes.
Or not get as lucky with each fight.
Ah, yes. Yeah. I can't always keep pulling the Indiana Jones shit, right?
Pretty much. Indiana Jones only had so much luck.
Sorry?
I think that was Indiana Jones only had so much.
Yeah, he only had so much luck. I mean, yeah, if we want to make an end to this chapter, if we want to make an end to this monster, whatever it may be, it might be best off trying to face it head on. But yeah, it's just us two though. That makes me a little bit nervous.
At this point, you're again in your head, fucking Pavel.
Fucking Pavel. Fucking Pavel. Yeah.
I mean,
keeps running up with me shit.
You could try and gear up, maybe come up with some traps or something. Because that's a big thing about this, is you can try to outsmart them. Obviously, you're not going to overpower them. But there's always the option to, you know, come up with a plan to keep them at bay while you finish off others.
Yes. I mean, considering the limited amount of ammunition, of anti-monster ammunition that I've got, maybe there's some kind of way that we keep using the crystals in the ceiling, but otherwise I have a hard time figuring out what we might use against them. Have you got any ideas, Jason?
Well, they seem to be pervious to normal human weapons, and even my weapon only managed to bruise them. Best bet, maybe. But the one thing that did seem to lead them astray, though, was the light. Maybe we can use that to our benefit. Is there anything that we can buy, generate light?
Like a really bright fucking torch.
There's that, or maybe flash grenades.
Ooh.
Though, where would they sell flash grenades in the
Excuse
in the
me,
boonies?
Jason, this is still America we're talking about.
Oh yes,
They're pretty adamant about their Second Amendment right here.
Americans.
Perfectly spoken from some guy from another country. Like, we're the worst thing that has ever encountered the world. This Swedish fuck. Anyways,
there's got to be a gun store somewhere around.
there is a munitions store. I'll say there's a munitions store. You guys can create these things out of thin air. You guys have been here. You guys have been around. Well, no, you can't. We're driving in Leavenworth, so yes, there will be a munitions store. It's right on the outer edges of where where I think your finger is.
Right.
Yeah. I
All right.
thought that one was your.
Oh yeah, that is mine. Yes.
So we can take the bus there.
Yes, or we wire the car again. I mean, again, the police here is simply rather stupid. So we can probably manipulate them again.
Even stupid people can harm us, though, George.
Yes, that is very true. But
Well,
it's so much
mainly
faster.
you. They can harm you, not so much me. That would be unfortunate.
All right, we can take the fucking bus.
Where we can take the fucking bus.
I'll sit along these commies. No, wait, no.
Ow!
Nice wording, Zach. I'm so good at English.
You obviously. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. End of the session. We're done here.
So stupid.
And then in this episode, George rides a bus with those filthy commies. Anyways,
It's gonna
okay.
be
So
even worse when we get back, though.
Right.
okay.
All right. We'll just take the bus to the ammunition store.
Okay, so you guys pop on the bus and you just get off. It's really not that far. It's just like a little in-town type transportation, just to get around. And you pop in and just get off at the corner. And of course, right in front of you is munition store used for just general hunting materials and stuff like that, being out in the wilderness.
Jason, did you not forget our funds? We do need money to buy this stuff. Or I mean, I could steal it. Nice. Well, what all have we got in this little munitions store? Let's peruse. I mean,
Now, as far as things go, I obviously like to change around rules on rolls, stuff like that. What I'm gonna have you do to decide what kind of level of stuff is in the store, you need
all right.
Okay.
Roll for
just
what?
roll 2d6, and
2d6.
we'll base it off the same, general rules.
I've got an 8.
And I have 7.
Okay. So you got
2.
some general stuff in here. There's nothing too extravagant, so no flashbangs, none of that kind of stuff.
Damn
And
it.
It is, though, what would catch your attention that might give off light is flares, road flares, things like that. There's a flare gun. There's,
A gun,
just
say?
general ammunitions or general munitions for, like, guns, such.
All right.
Is
Some
there just
survival-
one flare gun?
I'm
Or
sorry, what was that?
is there just one flare gun or multiple?
There's a couple. They don't have a lot in stock. They just have, like, 2 guns. But, I mean, aren't flare guns refillable?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You just
Throw
basically
into
put a
new cartridges.
canister in them and then fire them off.
Yeah, that's what they do. From what I've seen in games.
Yeah,
Anyways.
okay.
Yeah,
If games
pretty
have taught me anything, is that flare guns are reusable.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we'll take a flare gun and a couple of rogue flares. Might be very decent, as well as keep the cave lit up. Have we maybe got some like nets or like net guns that we can use to tie down these creatures?
After about 3 to 5 minutes of you guys being in the store, guy finally comes out from the back. He's like, "Oh, how are you?"
All right. Hello. Yes. Good day, sir.
Hello, human.
You must be one of them out of the boundaries types. Calling us. Are you an alien?
What did you know?
That's okay. I don't believe in them aliens, anyways.
Yes, sure. He's definitely not an alien. No.
Oh, okay. Well, what can I do for you, boys?
We're not immigrants either.
I mean, I am still from Britain, but yes, we came today because we are hunting a animal of sorts, and so we were looking for some interesting stuff that we can use to. Well, I mean, they seem to be pretty bad against light, so we were thinking a couple of like a flare gun and maybe a couple of road flares.
Bad at light, are you like you?
I mean, they get
you hunt
blinded by it,
raccoons?
which makes it easier for us.
You hunt?
Yeah, raccoons, sure, yes.
They're very fast creatures.
Right.
Bloody raccoons.
Well, we got like I already found them flares and stuff like that. So you need a flashlight? I mean, go over there and stomp on their head, right?
Yeah, that's practically what we do. Yes. Yes, but we were also kind of thinking something to like tie them down, like sort of like a net or something, or at least I don't know.
I mean, we got some fish net.
Ooh,
Like
that.
it's pretty thick net, but it's meant to river catch some fish. Mode.
I'll take your entire stock. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, we would love to have some of your nets.
Well, okay. Want my whole stock or the one? Because it's both.
No, just one. One's fine.
Okay,
we'll do.
here's
So
my
I
stock.
just made a little joke. Yes. Yes, just one.
We'll
one
both
little
take a flashlight.
Yes.
Right? Batteries not included.
Do you sell some of those too? Maybe.
That's how I get you.
Ah. I mean, we could just skip on over to a general store too, but
Okay, so yeah, he's got the batteries, he got all that. He drops them all together. He's like, anything else I can do for you boys?
anything we're missing, Jason?
Not that I've seen. This should do finally.
I think so too. Yes. No. This will be all. Thank you very much, kind sir.
Okay, well, that'll be player. We'll go. That's $90.
$90. Okay.
Hey, we don't get a lot of business.
All right.
What is that? Supply and demand? Yeah, that.
Definitely. Yeah. No, Jason, you've got our cash, right? Because you don't trust me with it.
Yes.
Right.
We only have, it looks like, $200 left, though.
Damn, I should have hit you boys for more. I mean, yeah.
Yes. Just hand him the 200 bill. Should be fine.
Yeah.
It's definitely a 200 bill. Just hand him the money. It's fine. We can starve
Hand
later.
him the money.
We can starve later. Okay. So you guys pay, you get your products, and what are you guys gonna do? Because
You're
basically
going to
you got
bring
a
justice.
lengthy drive out.
It's pretty nice. Okay. We are still by bus. How are we ever gonna get to the?
There is the fact that you still require a vehicle of your own now that yours is gone.
Yes. Goddamn Pavel.
There is a couple used lots within the area. Pretty much right next to each other, two families that just hate each other because they set up one set up a used car lot, the other one had to challenge them, so they have another used car lot right next to them.
Okay. But how are we ever gonna afford a used car for $110?
There is financing, sir.
Yes, forgive me if I'm not too knowledgeable on that.
And
what do you
there's
think,
also
like-
story writing that can be done and just bullshit that would never happen in real life. 'Cause
Okay,
this
yes.
is not real life.
Yeah, okay, that's very true. That's very true. I mean, I can still hotwire a car. Make it seem like the other used car lot started from them out of spite because of their family feud. Or
We
was it
could
a family feud?
use that to our advantage, though.
Yes.
Normally, I would disapprove of your criminal methods,
I mean,
but in
you
this
know,
case, it seems we have use of them.
yes,
So what we may do is I will distract one of the store owners, while you can go hotwire one of the cars.
right.
So, secondary question: what was the car you were looking to have secondary?
I gotta remember that. It's a very good question.
Because I basically totaled your car in the first 5 minutes of.
Yes, you did. Rip my beautiful Renault Twingo. I really did love it.
I had to ruin your life 5 minutes in.
Yes, it was. If I remember, because we based it off of that one show. Is it Monster Bros? Or what was it?
Supernatural.
Supernatural. That was it. They drove around this one car. That's the one. That one truck. That's the one I was.
It wasn't a truck.
Or what was it? I don't remember, man. I haven't seen that show.
The supernatural.
Supernatural vehicle. It
Yeah,
flies.
1967 Chevy Impala.
Ah, that was a Chevy Impala. Yes, that's the one.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, it's an older car too, so it would be normal to be around a used car lot too.
Okay, so you guys start strolling down. You take a walk, and right as you hit, like the corner, this turnpike right here, basically you have one on one end of the turnpike and one that's like kitty corner on the other turnpike. Like, they are seriously like matching corners. The end of each of their lots goes straight up, and then you just got these two lots on each side with there's a little bit of a pathway through to the the farm back here. Basically on each turnpike you got the two stores. So yeah. There we go.
So we walk up to the lot. And as we like walk up to we don't really care, but we walk up to the car lot, and I see this Chevy Impala, and I've immediately got my eyes on that one. So
Yes.
as we enter the lot, I turn to Jason. I say, "Go do your thing. You know what to do. I hope."
Yes.
And we depart our separate ways.
And then I head to where the receptionist would be.
Oh, you don't even get to the receptionist. This is a used car sales lot, sir. The second you enter the lot, there's already somebody walking down the stairway and greeting you. Hey, boy, what are you doing here today? What can we do for you? Any kind of car we got, we can get you in anything. We can even get you insured right here. We get you your financing, and you can be out of this lot within 20 minutes. Just find the car you like, and we can get you out of here.
Yes, we were looking for a used car, and we came here hoping to compare prices. See, your neighbor over there said your cars are shit. That
Well,
they're
of
not
course
worth
he
a
says they're
dollar.
Of course he says they're shit because he's jealous of the stock that I got compared to him. So he's trying to drive business.
But what is it about your cars that make them so special? Can you show me around?
Of course I can show you around. And he goes and takes you around. He shows you a couple cars, hits the roof on a few of them, saying this baby can haul it.
This baby can fit so much people in it.
This baby can take you all the way to Seattle and back and not even break down once.
All right, and as they
But I want you to roll to manipulate someone, just so that he keeps attention on you and doesn't notice George.
so plus charm.
5 and 2.
7 plus your
Charm.
charm.
And charm is -1.
God. So you went from a mixed success to a fail.
All right, mark experience.
Oh my god. Okay. as you're trying to divert his attention, and by the way, Mark experience, as you're trying to divert his attention, he kind of glances over your shoulder as you kind of walk to the wrong side, and he sees George trying to get into the driver's side of a vehicle. And he's like, "Oh, hey, I see you got a friend there."
Yes.
That guy right over there.
All right.
Hey, son, come on over here. We can have a little bit of a chat.
All right. Yeah. Sure. I'll be right over. I'll walk up to them and. Shit, Jackson.
What should we do here?
I mean, you don't know how to hotwire a car now, do you? So, you have to keep him busy. Like, otherwise I can't do my thing, man.
So, what can I do for you two boys? I can tell you're together. I saw you come in. We don't get a lot of people here, and two people coming at the same time is just too much of a coincidence.
Right, no, of course, yes.
But what can we look to get you in today?
Well, I mean, we were planning on driving around the nice mountain sides here, weren't we, honey? We were looking for a cheap car to get while we were here, because, well, we had a little unfortunate accident with our previous car, totaled it, so we're kind of screwed. And so yes, we need
Wait a minute, I think I've seen you. Did you have that car with the broken windshield? You put saran wrap over it?
Yes, that's the one.
I thought I
I'm glad
saw
you
you. I
remember.
thought I saw you, boy. Where is your car now?
Well,
Because that'd be a mighty fine trade, and I could get that window fixed up and sell that good.
I'm afraid it got stolen.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
super unfortunate.
I believe that's what they call adding insult to injury.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, we're a real pickle here, and we needed a cheap replacement car so we can just be on our way and still enjoy our stay here in Leavenworth.
Oh, sorry, man. One thing real quick.
Oh yes, sir.
But yeah, just as a quick break, it's basically a full improvised storyline. Like, I have a general gist of where things want to end up, but as far as what happens in between is being fully 100% improvised right now. And I come up with the monsters that are going to show up, and then basically they go on a hunt to investigate and what they're actually encountering and what the monster's weak to and what they can do to trap it. Because if you go into a fight headlong without a plan, then you're probably going to die. So basically, you have to plan something out that'll help you out and play around that so that you can beat it.
It's the best.
And technically, yes, that would be completely up to the player if they wanted to do that, if they really wanted to do that. But how you doing, Raven King? Thanks for coming in. Okay, back to the game.
Back to the game.
Back to the game. Now, that's super sad. But see, like I was just saying to him, I'm sure you could hear me. We just, pick out a car you like. We can get you done and get you on your way. And it's about that time that his buddy from the other lot starts coming over. He's like, "Hey, don't be going to him. He's no. Just come on over here. He's got crap cars. I mean, look on over there. I got plenty of old cars. I see you eyeing that little that Winchester mobile. That Chevy Impala is. I mean, that was from Supernatural. It's the Winchester. The Winchester family mobile. See, I know what you're looking for. I got what you're looking for. You just come right over here, and we can get you in something that you will love so much for."
Yes, that's nice and all, but what would I stand to gain from coming to your establishment instead of this already fine-looking gentleman?
See, he may be fine looking, but at least I got the charm. It cannot be rivaled.
Yes, yes, charm is nice and all. Yeah, I would know because I am all about charm. But
Absolutely, I believe you
is
are,
there
sir. I
any
mean,
actual
just listen to you
physical
sound like an
benefit?
old lady.
Yes, it's totally fine. Yes, I have heard this one very much, but I'm afraid that charm is not going to help me come over to your establishment. What else? Physically, can you promise me is better than this fine looking establishment?
Absolutely not, but I can make sure you get the vehicle you actually want. Even if I have to
Uh,
steal it from this guy here. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were here over there, Bill.
um,
And he's like, I tell you, I told you, guy's no good. Him over here, he ain't got nothing to do. He just comes on over here and screws over all my business. And then they start fighting back and forth and stop paying attention to you. What do
okay.
you do?
Um, I hmm.
I say to George, go ahead and give it another go. I'll see if I can keep their attention on me.
Well, actually, Jason, I have a small little idea. If I were to hide amongst the cars, wait for their argument to settle down, for them to leave, you go ahead, right, wait around the corner. If they leave, he just told him that he even steal his cars to sell them. If I can hide it and then drive away with this car, it'll be immediately blamed upon the other guy.
Yes, that sounds like a fine plan.
Yes.
What kind of laugh was that?
That's one of those like really evil, like low, like down low, a low key laughs. Like,
It sounded like a
God,
goblin
That
laugh.
was like that was the epitome of evil George laugh right there. I'm okay
Yeah.
with that laugh.
That's it. Okay, that's just exactly what it is.
Good God.
So after I tell Jason that I hide among the cars, specifically between the Chevy Impala and say a really cheap Audi A2, and I just kind of sit there and lie low and wait for them to stop arguing.
Okay, so you will get away more than likely just fine since you're hiding, but considering he's going towards a building to hide, or he's hiding around a corner, I want Jason roll for a act under pressure.
Okay.
Don't screw this up, Jason. Okay. That's plus what, Jake?
Cool.
Plus cool.
My cool is 0.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
but
we're
So it's
you
just
still get
8.
it. So I'm gonna give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. So let's see. Trying to think. What would be I'll have that come up later. I got an idea.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Because I think yeah. Okay. So you go around the you hide around the building and Max or George goes and hides between the cars and eventually their fight starts to rile down a little bit. But as they're leaving, the other guy looks around, doesn't see anybody, like the main owner of the lot you were in, Bill. He doesn't see anyone. He looks around and then he just shrugs and kind of gets a dissatisfied look on his face and walks away. But as he turns around, you see the other guy look towards the direction that you had walked in to hide behind the building and starts walking around the other side of the building to go toward that he just disappears behind the building.
Okay.
Like
So
on
he's
the opposite
gone.
side of where you were and disappears around the side.
Okay. So to paint the picture in my head, this is where let's say this is where Jason is waiting, and so he goes to the other side there. In a
Yes. Yeah.
yes. Okay. Good to know. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, then it's showtime for George. He always had his eyes on that Chevy Impala, so he sticks around to the driver's side of it. He initially gets it wrong because of his British upbringing. Um, so he goes to the right side, gets in softly as to not make any noise, and starts
To do his thing.
hot wire the car. Um,
And I think you are just able to do this, but that's what we decided, right? You just have the knowledge
well,
to do
I
this.
am a master of the cars.
Yeah. You just have the ability to do this. You don't have to roll for it. And there's no pressure being put on you right now, so now
Right.
Jason on
So
the other hand, right as you're probably about to duck out, behind you the guy appears and says, "Well, I done see you're not looking to buy from my cohort here. And I do appreciate you taking some of his what is it? His well, see, my brain just went dumb and I couldn't think of the word, but some of his assets, there we go. Some of his assets from his lot. Now, as far as it goes, we actually do have a friendly thing when it comes to general uh business not being stolen from each other, even though we steal it on another form, but we don't want other people to steal that business because we're rivals. We just talk a lot of shit to each other and we do kind of hate each other, but we have a code of sorts. Now, you guys can leave with that, but you're going to have to give me something in return. Maybe a little bit of cash or something that will make me not want to open my mouth on what I've seen here.
Hmm, that is an interesting proposal. Would you say if I were to give you something, what is it you humans say? Worth its weight in silver?
I mean, silver is on the up right now, so what you got?
Hmm. See, I have a heirloom from my family that I was planning to sell for a quick buck. I
Well,
keep it, I have it nearby. If I go and retrieve it and bring that here, would that settle our agreement?
it may, and let's say maybe I can give you, say, 24 hours before I say what actually happened. Because let's look at it this way. I'm basically already incriminated, probably, on the fact that when I came over here, I said he'd steal his car. Now, lo and behold, the two that were here are going to steal a car. Now, I do have cameras on my lot that actually do come over to this lot that can, change who actually did steal the car. I just would have to release a video.
Mhm.
So, if you want, go ahead and bring me that, and we will be kosher.
And then let me go and retrieve it once my friend has gotten it the car, and we'll come back before the end of the day.
Sounds good to me, boy. Don't keep me waiting too. And with that, he goes around the back of the building and leaves again.
All right.
Now, what are you doing, Sir George?
Well, yes. While that is unfolding, of course, I have now hotwired the car. It's running, and of course, at this point, I know it's going to start making noise. It will. What would you say the name of the guy is? Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Uh,
We
it
got
will-
two
it
Bills
will-
here because one Bill is the cop.
and the other guy's the used car lot owner,
Yeah.
right? So of course I know that Bill's going to be alarmed by this, so I throw it into first gear and book it out of the lot.
Okay. Or you said that. So what is Jason going to be doing? He's going to be jumping into the car. I take it.
Yes, I'll drive off of the lot onto the side, and Jason can hop in.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
And as this scene is taking place, you see the dude bust out of the doors, and he's like, "Oh hell no! Get your ass back here, boys!" And you just see this fat dude running down the stairs, coming trying to catch you. And Nix hops into the car, and away you're off. He did not see who you were. He just saw the one dude, and that was it.
Looks
So
like
he
my
could
plan
think that you're
worked out
working for
fine.
him. He knows who took it, but it may be the fact that the other guy hired you to steal it.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay.
So he thinks ultimately it's the other guy's fault.
Yep.
Or part of a ploy.
Yep.
Looks like my plan worked out fine.
Batman running song. Ding, ding.
I just think of that scene from the movie Paul Blart, Mall Cop,
Oh
when
no!
he's running after people.
Oh, that's a movie I've got to watch again sometime. All right. So
The deal wasn't entirely off without a hitch, though, George.
I
The
mean
guy
that.
found me behind the store, and I made a deal with him to give him of something of value.
Oh shit! What'd you promise him? Not all of our money, right? I don't want to actually starve.
No, the gluttony, of course. My
The what?
spear.
Oh, wait. Oh, you are smart. Because it'll disappear as soon as we're gone.
Yes, can give him the spear. A few hours, and then I can summon it back to my side, and he won't know any other better.
Jason, I think I might be starting to rub off on you. I'm so very proud of you.
I
Don't
would
get
love
any
if this
idea.
dynamic just became that George got better, but at the same time, he
Jason is
corrupted
corrupted.
the angel.
The twist.
Like
The
in the end, George kills less, but the angel kills more. So there's still an equal amount of killing, just it's divvied up.
Yeah. Uh, all right. I suppose this is when we drive off to the cave again.
That would be my guess.
Yes.
But
And
that's
it's still
completely up
pretty
to you
early in the
guys.
day.
Mhm. I mean, I don't remember anything that we need to take along or anything, so off we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We're going spelunking.
Going spelunking.
Yes.
So obviously, this is some distance off of where Leavenworth is. You're gonna be like somewhere over. You don't have to actually put your pieces.
Well, now I have done it. Look, we're here.
Stuff. So now you guys venture back and you come to basically the front of the cave that you had originally encountered after, kind of putting your car up to the side and, locking it up. And all that fun stuff to keep it safe, even though it was stolen. I'm pretty sure you're gonna end up liking this car more. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
But you guys come up to the cave of the entrance, and you don't hear anything. It's completely silent at this time. But it seems like there's more of a glow than what you remember there being in the cave entrance. It seems brighter.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
Yes. Yes.
Because
I
as benevolent
Mhm.
and friendly keeper, I'll just go and say, obviously you're gonna want to set up traps. I
Right.
mean, figure out what you're gonna do with the things, see what you can plan out, see how you can trap them, and what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I mean, uh, first of all, I'm morbidly curious to the point where might be suicidal for actually entering this goddamn cave. But it might be like, yes, for strategy, it might be a good idea if, I mean, we've got this nice little net here that say we can capture them, and then, so I don't have to waste my very, very precious bullets, so we can maybe like get loose one of them crystals beforehand and try to stab him with it. Uh, that maybe that would work, so that we, only really use my precious, precious bullets only when we really need them. Um, obviously, but you know, you got any ideas, Jason?
The crystals do seem to be the key, since they killed both of those creatures last time. Though
Yes.
you are in no condition to fight them head on, George. Which
No.
means that I will have to keep them distracted while you use the net.
Yes, yes, you are my knight in shining armor in this sense, I guess. Uh, yes, please fend them off. I can shoot them with the flare gun as well. See, because the flare guns are of course very hot, as they make a lot of light. Um, that might already damage them, maybe. Um, Yes, I mean, I'm not very good tactically, maybe, so uh, I let's hope not to die. That's kind of my idea right now.
Mm.
So yes, you go in front of me, please.
You
Protect
go
me,
in front of me.
squire. Protect me, squire.
Wow.
Little claptrap reference. Um, yes,
Appreciated.
thanks.
So, are you guys
um,
venturing down into the cave?
yeah, I think we are we?
We could maybe use the flares to throw down.
Yeah, or hold one of the road flares as we
Mhm.
go down. Like
Well, we have our flashlights
y-
too,
true,
so
true, right.
we could probably save the flares for if we hear any sounds, and then
Right.
as we're exploring, we use the flashlight.
Right. So I'd say I keep one of the nets. I keep the net on me and the flare gun with its ammunition, and I hand you one of the road flares for using when you can or need to, and I'll keep the rest on me. I think we have three road flares, and then that net.
Okay.
Um, for the amount of flares we've got in the flare gun, hmm, let's say I got one spare round. I mean, it was only $90 in the end, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. So okay, so 2 rounds for the flare gun. You got one road player. I've got two, and I keep the net on me. Right. I'll make a little note of that.
Okay, so what were you doing with the net?
Trapping them and then stabbing them with one of the crystals if we can get them. Just like harvest them somewhere.
That's
Or
such a
since,
weird term. Harvest them, trap them, then
Uh,
harvest them. That is just
yes.
demented sounding.
Yes.
That's a true psychotic killer right there.
Yes, I might be a little psychotic.
That is perfectly fine. It's not, but it's perfectly fine.
I don't know. Yes. So we descend into the cave, and wait, stalactites and stalactite. Wait, now we gotta make the difference. There was stalactites and
Stalagmites are on the ground, I think, and stalactites
yes,
are the ones on the
sorry,
top.
yes, exactly. Question would be: Are there stalagmites? Anywhere?
The
Where's
stalagmites
only
that are
stalagmites?
actually there seem to be the crystals that have been around, not so much rock, it's the crystals themselves. And there's
Yeah.
not many of them, but there are some scattered around. But are you guys going back to originally where you were before you ran away?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, oh my god, once it slows down. Good
Yeah,
lord.
it's really laggy.
Because I opened up one of the bags.
Yep. It's a bit. It's not optimal.
It'll pick up in a second. There we go. I just need to find something that's equivalent to Wendigo.
Wendigo.
The Wendigo ate your baby. Okay, we'll go with.
Hello, creature.
Yeah.
Were rats.
Yeah, they're were-rats. The closest thing I can do. So, anyways, as you guys enter the cave,
Oh. It's a
you
big
do
cave.
remember that there was the southeast and the southwest exits when you came in on
Right.
the north, but something has changed about the cavern. And yes, I found a map that kind of resembled what it was, and I went off of that and added to it. But there's something different. It is no longer a stream that is running through that area. It has become a physical like pond or small lake underneath that area. It has grown, and the ground that was there has been almost seemingly eaten away and become a giant, yeah, like I said, a giant pond, and it is emanating a decent amount of light that obviously traveled up the cavern, and that was what you saw originally when you were starting to walk through, and why it was so much brighter.
Okay.
So the whole cavern is illuminated now.
Illuminated, yes. Um, there's not really much shadow as there was before. There's definitely much less shadow. And it looks like the southwest cavern is completely um somewhat submerged. It's like a river though. So I mean it's going down there. It's all covered in water, but you don't know how deep it is or where it goes. And then the southeast cavern is still up above water.
And we come in
Okay.
from the north.
Yeah, you come in from the
Yeah,
north.
okay. All right. Right. So you've got a bit of an indicator.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Hmm. Well, I
Editing
suppose-
along the
we would
way.
have to
Yeah, exactly.
think we would have to head for the part not submerged in water in order to make use of the net and your bullets.
Yes, exactly. Right, we wanna keep up in an open space.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose we just keep traveling down the cave, you know.
Alrighty.
'Cause-
So as you reach the end, you do see that it's at this section in the bottom left, it's not super deep. You can still see the stonework underneath, but it is definitely illuminated water. You don't know whether it's actually dangerous or not, as you haven't actually stepped foot within the water yourself in either venture.
Mhm.
Right.
You just know what
Well,
you saw when the spirit went down into it, and it kind of did a little blast and then disappeared.
right. Well, I'll grab my jacket and throw it. Well, I mean, dip it into the river or the pond to see if it's like acid or something.
I mean, as
Like,
far as the fabric goes, it's not damaged. It just, as you pull it out, the material looks like it aged. Like it became a little bit, I don't know,
Like
crispier?
freight.
Like it frayed a little bit. It's a little bit like hardened, not
mhm.
like it's not as soft as it was.
God damn it, my jacket. All right. Um. All right. How do we find a way across? Because this is obviously kind of ages people. Then.
Well, I
Uh.
mean, like I said, it's not deep.
Yeah.
It's just like a maybe an half inch to an inch deep. It's not deep at all. I mean,
Oh, okay. Right. Right. Because I was just about to say, are you ready to have? Are you ready to have old men feet? Honestly, this like that water makes me immediately think of Death Stranding, considering I've been playing that lately with its timefall.
yep, you're welcome. That's why.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sort of what I was going for.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Um. Right. Well, if it's only like an inch deep, then screw my soles. Screw the soles of my shoes, but we can walk through it then.
And there's nothing around that we can kind of use as a bridge or something to leverage ourselves on.
Uh, I mean, there is some there is a couple taller stalagmites. One right there
Hmm.
that isn't super tall, so you're not sure if it would make it across like right here. But I mean, you're not exactly Superman, so you can't exactly move it either. So you can try to attempt something, but I will have you roll an act under pressure of some sort. If you were
Roll to
looking
kick
to
some
try
ass on
and
that rock.
or you could even kick some ass, yes. Maybe you just punch it so hard it falls into where you need. Who knows? You are literally kicking the ass of the stalagmite.
Just Chris Redfield it.
Yep, because it would be a tough. So I actually do I do support that idea actually. If you would like to roll to kick some ass and see if you get a strong enough roll to kick it over to where you need.
Yeah, let's
If you're
give
worried
that a
about your
go.
clothes or potential aging of your feet,
Oh no.
getting
No.
athlete's foot.
Okay, go ahead.
I would re-roll that if it went off the table.
Yeah.
Because I think it
Yeah.
auto resets it to 1.
No, well, maybe it does.
Ten
Oh, yeah, and
plus
then
tough.
with tough,
And tough is +2.
that's
So
12.
12. Yes. So I'm gonna picture like how do you see this going? Because you succeed. How do you see this going? It's going to go across.
Is it hanging up from the ceiling, or is it
No, it's from the
something
ground up.
on the
It's
ground?
stalagmite.
It's like one of the few ones that go up from the ground that's not a crystal. And I'm assuming you guys picked up one of those crystals along the way, right?
Yeah, we
Okay,
did.
that's
Because
what.
I need stabby stabs.
Yes.
So I guess for this, he uses his spear to kind of just baseball it into the water. He just gives it a good old whack.
Okay, so basically you see Jason just pull out a spear and like spin it around and then just like turn it into a baseball bat and slam into the side of this stalagmite and kind of cuts through it and it falls over with a forward motion from the force and lands in the water and just kind of lays there on top of it and you pretty much have a bridge but you have to jump across it on both sides a short distance to get to clear the water.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
god damn, you punched. How'd you baseball a rock into water? All right.
The only reason
Great.
I'm okaying that is because he is an angel.
Exactly. If I were to do it, that would be like, what the fuck?
Under normal human circumstances, no. Do you have dynamite? No. Okay, deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Up, and away we go. I suppose. At least I jump onto the stalagmite, the fallen over stalagmite, and jump onto the other side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you get onto this side, you start to hear some skittering and noises down the southeast hallway. And some slight like heavy breathing type noises, a light like screech. That's nothing super loud, like they're not intentionally like screaming. It's just like they're moving around making noise type thing. But you only hear what sounds like one.
Okay. Well, here we go. Test run.
Oops.
I suppose. Oh. Oh no.
Okay, I gotta lock it. Hold on, let me lock it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll let you do that.
It's locked.
Oh, look at that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm learning tabletop sim as we go. Don't worry. I'm figuring it out.
Yes. Here we go. Timo and Tryndamere on duty.
Oh god, that's disgusting. I'm done with you, Max.
Yes.
I was done with you at the beginning of this, but now I'm even more done with you.
I'll call people commies.
All the people on the American buses are commies, apparently.
Alrighty. Well, I suppose. What?
Well, they're not aware of our presence yet, are they?
Yeah, exactly.
As far as you know, no.
No.
Okay.
I'd see myself. I mean, I'd see myself just like kind of skipping to like stalagmite, like this, like peeking around the corner, like.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Emo bastard.
Yeah, little W use. Bong. Bong.
We're just sneaking around at the
Yeah,
moment,
exactly.
getting a bearing
Yeah,
on
exactly.
what's going on.
So while you guys are sneaking around, I'd like you both to roll for act under pressure.
Act under pressure. 9.
Act under pressure is cool, right?
Yes.
Yes.
How cool.
So mine is just 7 then.
Okay, you at least you get a mixed success.
We both do.
Oh, both of you.
I got
Okay.
a 9.
Okay, so You hear the skittering stop for a second as you're moving, but at the same time, you guys kind of stop as well. Like it heard something while you guys were moving. Like George kicked a rock, and you guys stopped instinctively when that happened. And then it starts moving around again, so you just almost let yourself be found out, but you are still in the save.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
What are you continuing to do?
Um. I mean, Jason, you're my bodyguard. Protect me, Squire. Uh, I'm, I mean, we're kind of
Max,
approaching the southeast exit.
that would be the name of this episode. Protect me,
Protect me,
Squire!
Squire.
Or
Oh my
bus
gosh.
riding commies.
Yeah. Basically. Right. So I kind of just like push Jason forward, like, you go first. We talked about this. You go first. As we like slowly creep towards the southeast exit.
And do you want to engage the monster or do you want to try to sneak past?
I'd like to. I mean, oh, sorry, I'm not using my voice. I mean, I I don't think that we kind of want to sneak past it because otherwise it will cut us off later probably. So if possible, I'd love to like surprise it with the net and then just stab it. With these nice little stalactites we got earlier. Um, but of course, I have no clue where it is right now.
Okay.
As far
So
as it
then,
goes, you just still hear the moving around and skittering and
Yeah.
like slight screeches as it bounces from wall to wall.
Yes. So we
Mhm.
don't actually have the location of it.
No. You just know the direction.
Yes.
okay. George, can you maybe throw something nearby as a distraction?
Um. Sure. I'm sure to be able to find a pebble around here somewhere. Um. And
A
Just
pebble, and
so
you're
at
just
that
like,
near wall.
yeah, I just grab a pebble and just like yeet it to a wall nearby. Just like throw it like
I'm gonna
throw
give
it
you a
here.
-5 on your next roll for using the word yeet.
You are very welcome.
No, I won't.
You want to, though.
I
He
want to,
wants
but I
to.
won't.
This bitch empty. Yeet. Uh, anyways.
So Timo here spits his little dart at him, and
Yes.
so you hear it screech really loud and like go down towards where the pebble is, and it's looking at it, and then just kind of twirls around, and then bounces back into the hallway.
Okay. Jason, could you what? Maybe if I position myself like in a certain way, you could throw another pebble, make it come over, and then I'll just like throw the net on him. Maybe that work. I mean, he seems to just go back immediately afterwards. So,
Worth a shot.
all right. So, um, George positions himself like somewhere around here ish, because since he pops up like since you'll throw it around here,
Yeah.
and then net in hand, ready to go.
All right.
And then I ready my spear and then throw the pebble.
All right.
Yes.
So you see the thing pop out again. It's right there and starts doing the same thing again. And then it
Yes.
stops for a second longer to look out and wonder what is because it's confused by the fact that there's just random noises and then nothing there.
George grabs the net as he had and throws it onto the beast,
So you
hoping to catch it.
act under pressure.
Act under pressure. Fuck. 6. That's mark experience.
All right. So as you go to throw the net on it, it like out its peripheral vision, it sees you moving and then dodges out of the way as you go to throw it, and it bounces up to the wall like in a sideways manner, and then it starts to jump towards you. Jason,
shit.
what do you do?
Since I'm still kind of far away, I tried to throw my spear at it as it's descending.
All right. Roll to kick some ass.
Plus
6.
tough.
Tough is +2, so that's 10.
Can.
Protect me, squire.
10 plus, you gain an extra effect. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. Suffer less harm, -1 harm, or you force them where you want them.
Let's force them where I want them,
Okay.
where
So
it's like pinned to the wall, I guess.
in this case, I don't foresee any way it could possibly even hit you, considering it's going for George, and he's not even in range of you. He has no ranged attack. In normal cases, there's always an even exchange, but it's just not possible in this case. So as you throw your weapon at it, it gets pinned up to the wall, and it's holding there. You don't know how long it'll hold it there, but it is definitely pinned against the wall, and you have done. Well, I mean, obviously, you hurt it a little bit, but you don't know how hurt it is yet, because you know that they are very strong creatures.
Right.
Right.
So it's struggling
So
against the wall right now.
yes, George grabs the stalactite that he collected earlier, and runs at the beast to try and stab it to death.
Okay. Well, in this case, I'm actually just gonna want you to roll a kick some ass,
Mm-hmm.
but that's just because I want to see. Or actually,
7 plus tough is 7.
um, what? Trying to think, because he's pinned up against the wall. There's no reason to actually wonder if you hit him, because you are going to hit him. I think that roll was just more for how hard you hit him.
Yeah.
And as you stab into him, it goes in seemingly almost effortlessly. And it starts screaming. So, in this case, with your roll, what happens is it dies in all this, but its scream has alerted what seems to be more, but you don't hear much more. And yes, player reasoning, you know how many, but character does not. You hear more screeches down the hall,
Yes.
and they are moving quickly towards that direction. And
Okay.
as that happens, you see the soul, like the little ghost like material, burst out of the Wendigo as it dies, and it goes past you and into the water, and the water erupts a little bit, getting a little bit more. Like the water filled up, like something crashed into it, like a large amount of water all of a sudden just birthed from underneath, and it filled up.
Shit.
And it's now closer to the wall, like maybe about right where these rocks are.
Okay.
So we can't hide behind the stalagmites now.
No.
Nope.
I mean, we know where they're coming from.
I mean, you still have this here, like that little thing. You'd have to make a hard act under pressure to make the jump, but you could get back across at this point, but it would be detrimental
Okay.
if you failed.
Okay. Um, Well, considering that we know where they come from, I would like to throw out a road flare into the exit. Like kind of like throw it around here so that it's um so that's like in between us and them as they come towards us.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you're just throwing it down the hallway right here.
Yeah, I just like, Jason, sorry, and George grabs one of the road flares from his pocket, lights it on fire, and throws it into the exit.
Okay. So as you do, you hear the screams of what was coming go away and trail down the hallway until it disappears.
Hmm. I guess they were pretty scared of that, were they?
It would seem so.
Right. Well,
Let's proceed forward, and I'll light mine as we go.
I mean, I could just pick it up, you know.
Flares do
And we
last a little bit of time. In
yeah,
this case, I'm gonna say that they're not great flares, and they are gonna lose their basically their extreme light after about 5 minutes.
luminosity. Yeah.
Okay. But
Okay.
that hasn't happened yet.
No.
So
Yes. So
yeah, we can just
George
pick that
George
back up.
yeah George just picks it back up again. Yep. Uh. Well, I mean, I'll hand it over to you since you're going to be the one in front. Uh, so you just carry it along as
Okay.
we proceed deeper into
And
the
and
caverns.
do you pick up the net?
Yes, I definitely do pick up that net. Yes,
Because I'm a
yes,
kind and benevolent keeper.
yes. I forgot about that one altogether.
I'll stop being less kind once you get used to the system of everything.
Yes.
Next
This is
hunt.
my first tabletop RPG.
Yes.
After all. Yes.
All right. So,
And I retrieve my spear.
well,
Well,
obviously
too.
you can retrieve it at any time.
Yes. um. Might it be a good time to take a 5-minute break from my usual dog pissing?
Yes, that is fine. We will take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink, and we will continue soon.
All right.
And
Yes,
we
I
will
shall
be
return.
concluding this hunt when we return.
Haha.
Aha. Be right back.
Welcome back.
Now they can.
Mm.
When you have to mute Discord and stream, but unmute Discord first and then go to stream.
Streamer problems.
Streamer always problems. Guys are getting close to the end. It's gonna be good.
Or really, really bad
Mm-hmm.
for us.
That is also a possibility. Might as well go back to the playing screen. Yeah, I'm getting more into trying to set up things so we can make it more interactive.
Hmm.
I still need to get a new program so I can do the consolidated versions of these sessions for listening. Because Pinnacle 23 is apparently broken. It doesn't do the audio right.
Hmm.
Because I basically spent like 3 or 4 hours doing the audio for the second episode with you guys, and I couldn't get the audio to line up ever. Even though it was lined up in the program, when I went to export it, all the audio would be everywhere.
That's frustrating.
Oh well. Has to walk the dogs. Take all the time in the world while I continue to talk shit about him because I can.
I do like what you did with the map here.
You know what's funny is this is probably just a D&D tabletop map because what I did is I
Hmm.
just typed in River Cave tabletop map and then it brought up a bunch of maps for like tabletop maps and then I found this one. I'm like,
Hmm.
this fits perfectly with what I need. And then I just molded the story around it. Which I also have
Helps me, like in terms of painting a picture. It helps
Yeah. Oh,
me.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and keep doing this for all the other sessions as well, just so that there's more of a visual perspective. Because I got good ideas for stories and holding them, but as far as descriptiveness, I need work. And this helps.
I feel that.
Max should be back within T-minus 2 minutes. I'm guessing anyways. But it is Max, so you know. He might have to go ride the bus with some commies. Make his way home. Wonder if I'll get in trouble for like some TOS violations for saying commies. Probably not.
You never know nowadays.
I know. Just play the game Homefront. Have you ever played that game?
I played the second.
Actually, no, that's not with Russia. That's Korea takes over, I think.
Yeah, Korea,
North
North Korea.
North Korea takes over. Which honestly, I didn't mind the game. The game was actually pretty cool. But everyone hated it. It's enjoyable for when I played it. It did feel a little too one-man army-ish.
In
It's
the
just
second one, I know that you can hire other people to travel with you. And
Yeah, I never played the second one. Never got around to it, but I did play the first one all the way through. The end of the game was a little out of sights for me because it was very over. It was even more so than Call of Duty, one man army. It was pretty. It was pretty
just full
ridiculous.
on Rambo.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it was straight up Rambo. Rolling through on your machine gun, taking all the bullets, no death here.
Though I guess with a lot of person shooters, it can kind of fall into that too.
Yeah,
'Cause I
because
remember
it's
with like Wolfenstein.
yeah, but that's what the game's meant to be. That's just Wolfenstein. That's to play off the original. Same thing with Doom. So it's
Yeah, I can
tolerable with
see it
those
with
games.
Doom. It's like Doom guy, he has like his suit and well, I never played the newer one. Does he have like powers or anything?
Sort of kinda. I mean, he's basically it seems like he's a demon guy that
Mm.
is trying to fight or he's like a fallen angel. That's what I'm playing the current Doom Eternal and I don't know the story yet. I'm not that far into it. It's just like it feels like they're playing him off as he's an angel that fell and is killing all the demons. But I could be wrong. That's just what it seems like.
That would be pretty cool.
But I'm wearing the unicorn armor in Eternal right now that you got that you get free from Twitch Prime at one point. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm a freaking unicorn, baby.
Does it make it so that rainbows and sparkles come out of the demons
You
when you
know,
kill
I
them?
wish.
That would be amazing.
No, the only rainbow stuff that comes out of them is the pickups. That's normal. That'd be
Mm.
awesome if they bled in rainbows. That'd be great. That is a missed opportunity there. But that would have required so much more coding.
True.
All right, I am back.
Oh my god, he's back.
Did I scare you?
No, not really. We were
Good.
just chilling, talking like usual.
Good, good. Hope you didn't miss me too much.
Always, always, Mac.
Oh, yes. Especially when I say yeet,
Yes, that too.
and I call people on the bus commies.
Okay, I'm going to put 5 of these out here. These are hold cards that I can use to just destroy Max's life at any time for using the word yeet.
All right.
Okay. So anyways, so you guys are up here. You're going to be making your way down the hallway. Of course, not the nightly man in front. Oh, wait, that's the
Mhm.
dead.
Yes,
That's the dead.
the dead.
The dead were rat. And we got Tryndamere here. Okay. So as you guys walk down the hallway, it starts to head downwards again. And as you get to the bottom, trying to figure out which.
Orientation.
There we go. It opens up into this another large area that seems to be a stairway down into an open area with a bridge across to a river opening, which looks like it probably came from the direction of the southwest where you were in the prior room, and then it drops down into a waterfall below.
Okay.
But you guys come in from
Okay.
locking.
Lock it. Pop it. Twist it. Bop it.
Pull it. And in the southwestern corner, you see a very bright light emanating from what should be a dark cave, but there's just you could see some light penetrating through on the floor.
Mhm. Light penetrating the floor. I suppose so. From here, what can we see? Like, how far away can we see?
You can at least see, because you got this illuminating the room, because it's the same kind of water where it's illuminating, and you
Right.
can at least see. There's up to here. There's some shadows underneath the bridge. It's not fully lit back here. It's not lit behind here. It's not lit back here. Just kind of whatever. There's cascading shadows, as well as the stalactites on the ceiling are casting shadows. It's not as bright as the previous room. It's kind of like when you first entered originally.
Right.
So the water is probably gushing more from here than it was originally. It's actually coming down and like pretty much gushing out at the extreme range of the where the farthest point of the pool is, and it's starting to fill up more than.
Okay.
All of this is covered in water.
This right here is, yeah, this part right here is covered in, like, sure, I can do. A pen.
Pen, pineapple, apple, pen.
That fucking video.
I got a pen. I got an apple. Oh.
Apple pen.
God, that's so long ago now.
Okay, so all this in here is covered in water, and it started to leak forward and out around to here. There's still a small pathway, like here, to get to where the cave is, but it is starting to fill and take up the space.
Right.
I seriously wish I could use my tablet to do all this, so I could actually
Um,
draw.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool. Well, I'd want to make the way to like that where the place where the light is penetrating the ground, because obviously that's something weird and intriguing,
Right.
especially to me, the not an altruistic, morbidly curious person.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say obese.
No, morbidly curious. Yeah, so I say, well, shall we go see what that light's all about? To
And
Jason,
obviously,
of
the
course.
sounds of the waterfall are drowning out pretty much any noise that you can
Right.
possibly hear that is
Lovely.
light.
Lovely. Well then,
Along with the echo.
yes,
So,
yeah. So I'd say to Jason, well, we should be careful. I can't hear shit over this waterfall.
Hmm.
But
right. We should proceed carefully.
yes, be careful, please. I need my
I
squire.
I will take the front, but you watch my back, okay?
Yes, for sure, but
Yeah. Since you're taking the front, I would like, Jason, roll to investigate a mystery.
Okay.
plus.
Then you're sharp.
Sharp. Yeah.
Sharp. +1. So 11.
Okay, so
Damn,
you
you're
will hold
on
2.
point.
You can ask 2 questions here. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? And what was it going to do? What is being concealed here? So obviously there's a couple questions that you don't need to do, and ones that hold the prominent information.
For the first question, I would say, what is concealed here?
Definitely a good question.
So what is being concealed here is, as you're walking down, because I figure this is where you guys are going.
Yes.
So as you reach down here, through image here. You guys are doing back to back, and you guys are walking slowly through here. And as you reach this point, you stop and George kind of bumps in. You stop
Oi, mate.
because you catch out of a glimpse of the light and from the pool and this cave wall here. You see a very clawed hand, like slink back in behind like the wall right here, and you for a second strain your senses and hear skittering really quickly back in here, like it went out of the way of this area.
Okay.
One more question.
And could you repeat the list of them again?
They are also directly right in front on the papers above. But what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? And what was it going to do? Which I guess I kind of answered two questions there.
Um,
I mean, I feel there was only one prominent question.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious what was it going to do. Where did it go is now
yeah.
obvious. What can hurt it is already put into play. What can it do? We already know that. What sort of creature is it? Kind of know that. And what happened here? Stuff. So I mean, I guess you can hold that question, I guess, for another time. And also, you also get +1 while that information is prominent, I think.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, on a 12. Did you get a 12 plus? No, you got an
No, he got
11.
11. Yeah.
Or is it? I, or read bad or read a bad situation. That's what I should have. That's what it should be off of.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay, that was a
Plus
read
plus
bad
sharp.
situation, but yeah. What's your plus sharp? It doesn't matter, or is it not
It's the same. It's the same.
same? Okay, so
Investigator and
let's.
series also sharp.
Out of my mistake, let us change that roll. I gave you information, but um, on the 10 plus, you hold 3. One can be spent. One hold can be spent to ask the keeper the following questions: what's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? Which that could be the one that I just answered.
Right.
What's the biggest
Yeah.
threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect my victims? If you act on the answers you get +1 ongoing while the information is relevant. So, I've answered, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
And I would say, what's our best way out?
Your best way out is technically the way you came in. You can still get out of the building, but it's going to be difficult just being the fact that the water has risen and you don't know what's beyond ahead of you. So technically the best way out is either the southwestern cave where you see the light coming from or the north where you came in, but you're going to have to make a jump back across the ever deepening waters that are up there.
Okay.
And then the final question.
Are there any dangers that we haven't noticed?
That was what I answered originally. That was the first question. I just swapped out the original question. Like, what is
Okay.
being concealed here for that one? Because it's basically the same idea. So we got what's the best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet?
Um,
So other questions would be what's my best way in? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims, which I guess would be you in this case.
Yeah, me.
yeah. How about what's the biggest threat?
Biggest threat is probably the fact that there are creatures there, and the one closest to you could make the easiest jump on you right now, just due to the fact of where it is. If you walk by it, it's one that could leap out of the darkness. It has the most concealment over the other one, which is basically enveloped in light on the other side, and you know it's over there. You hear it, one over here, but it has full concealment of the darkness, whereas this one does not.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
What do we do?
And by the way, Max, you have
Yes.
about 10 seconds left of your thing before it's starting to dim out.
Shit. Right. I just kind of poke Jason, saying, like, "This one's about to run out. How about you get that flare of yours and light it up?"
Okay. So I light up mine and throw it towards this,
The little.
this area here that's covered in shadow.
Okay. As you do, it basically lights up this whole area, and there's no way for it to get out. You just see the creature kind of hunched in the corner, kind of covering its head. Like, you guys come out to here, you see, because you would have to throw it in there to get the. You just see the creature huddled in the back, not able to get out, and it is just sitting there while the torch is lit.
I suppose I run over again with with my thing in hand, with my stalactite in hand, and stab it.
So you're just running over to stab a bit.
Yes. That is exactly what I'm doing.
I guess I should put these on there
Kaplow.
since I have them.
Kaplow.
So roll to kick some ass,
Sure thing.
because this one is not restrained.
7 plus 0 is 7.
So 7.
Yep.
Okay, as you're making your way towards it, it does look up when shadow is cast over it of you getting in front of the flare. And you go to stab it, and you stab right into its shoulder when you're doing as it moves, and then it slashes out at, well, not slashes, but backhands out at you. And you get hit harder than you imagined it could have done with its lanky arms and such. It's superhuman strength, and you go flying out of the little hallway there and land back in front of Jason as you are hit, and you take 1 harm.
1 harm. Also, remember the little idea I sent you before with that little bracelet?
Oh, right.
And do we have that? Do I would think I have it on me.
Yeah, I remember you sending me that. I gotta go and.
Where I can.
But in this case, I don't know if it would be the best use of it, just because it's
Yeah.
not an extreme amount. But yes, I do know what
Exactly.
you were talking about.
Okay, no, I'll take the damage for now. Let's see. Right, that's 1 harm. Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I already have an idea for you. So,
Okay.
as you do see, after you've stabbed in on the creature, you see it still sizzling, even though after you've taken it out, it is still sizzling, and it looks like the burn is like slightly growing and not stopping. So it looks like it's still burning away at that creature. But in your hit, you did kick the on your way past. You kind of grazed the light a little bit and turned it to where it's not fully encasing the whole area, and the Wendigo is able to get up on the wall and start crawling towards your guys' direction. And at that same time, you see the other one hand reach around the side of that, and you just see the other one disappear up into the shadow that's on the left-hand side here.
Mhm.
Okay. And we still have one more flare.
Yes. And 2 shots from the flare gun.
I mean, it's still bright. It's just it's not shiny. It's like you kicked it out and it's shining right here and out. But it's
Mhm.
kind of blocked a little bit by like an edge of the thing here. So it's still lit. It's just it's not hitting where you want it. It kind of got
Right.
kicked and rolled out and then just kind of boom. Now it's shining
Okay.
out at like an angle going up this way.
Okay. Right.
Is it close enough where we can pick it back up? Or
You could,
we have to.
but you might be stopped along the way or have to make a roll on it.
Right. Well, I grab my last flare and I light it and hold it in my left hand as a how they do with torches and boars and that kind of stuff.
Okay. So you light your torch and
Just hold it out in front of me. It's kind
yeah,
of to repel it.
they're not attacking you, but they are like kind of creeping around you, trying to look for a moment of opportunity. The other one has made its way, and it is sitting right in front of you as well. While this one is kind of sitting out of range of the other one that's shining a little bit. And then this one's creeping around the edge of the pool, and you're able to see this thing's full look and body with the light of the pool, and it is a disgusting white creature with dead white eyes. It probably can't see that well considering the circumstances and makes you wonder why it's able to see what it's able to see.
My God, is that a White Walker?
Welcome to Game of Thrones. Now,
Yes.
they are both
Um,
circling around you and could just potentially hop at you at any point. But what do you do?
wow.
We could make it so that Jason proceeds forward towards one of them, but still has George kind of covering his back.
Hmm.
The other one from leaping at both of us.
Yes.
You want to go with that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
So,
So basically, like this.
Yeah.
yes.
What are you guys gonna do?
Well,
Just kind of creep along.
I wanna I remember I have my new and improved ammo for my pistol, so I pull it out and I aim it at this one over here, the one that I'm facing that I want to keep off of Jason. Um,
Mhm.
and I want to shoot it right in its chest.
All right.
And then I
So,
have my spear out in front of me.
Yes.
all right.
For
So, um, we'll roll this as Nix's turn, and we'll roll to you. So Jason, go ahead and what do you just say you're putting your thing out? Okay, and we'll go with both of the Wendigos kind of get tired of the whole light thing. While they're bothered by it, it kind of blinds them in a weird way. They can't see very well, but it still unnaturally blinds them when they get near it as they're jumping towards you. Nix, Jason, roll to kick some ass.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, oh God.
so that's 5.
All right. All right. You're both oh god. All right. Well, I got to see what failed kick ass is. Oh wait,
This
that's
is
mine.
bad.
Oh, it doesn't actually say. I guess you guys just miss. I fuck you up.
I mean, you fuck him up, not me.
Wait, what'd you get?
I mean, oh wait, I didn't throw yet. No, I thought I had to throw after him. But
Oh yeah,
obviously
you
that
have to
didn't-
throw after him. Never mind. That's right. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm
No,
sorry.
Yeah.
In
so
this
you
case,
only kicked his ass.
since they jumped at the same time, I want you to roll to kick some ass now.
Okay.
Because this is happening simultaneously.
6 plus tough is 6.
Awesome. So both of you mark
That's
experience.
That's 5 experience for me. That's whole. That's the whole bar.
Now, obviously, like I said, you can choose to level up at any time you want. You can save it for a moment you need it, or you can do it now.
Mm-hmm. Thinking.
And I still need one more experience to level up. It's just for you, George.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can decide
Yeah,
that if you want.
Yeah.
But
I'll do that
as
later.
this scene happens, they both simultaneously jump at you, catching you off guard with their amount of speed that they just collide with both of you, like kind of slam you two into each other as they hit and scratch at you at the same time and then bounce off to the side again, injuring both of you for 2 harm.
Okay. Can I use
A
my
piece.
my bracelet now?
Yes.
Yes. Because that makes me. It shields me for
And
1 harm.
considering you're using it once a day, I will allow it just to be the whole attack.
The whole attack. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll just say it's the whole attack that just gets grunted out. So
Alright.
you probably sense this too when it activates, just on the fact of your nature. You just sense it behind you when it goes off. Like, George gets hit, and there's just this shine that shimmers around him for a very quick second. Like, it's almost not visible. It just like an instant go around as he gets hit, and then it's gone. And he takes, obviously you take no damage, but he doesn't look like he got hit at all in that last encounter of that just happened between the two of you.
Mhm.
And now they are staring back at you, and one hops to the other wall, one hops to the other, and they are ready to attack again.
Okay. I don't actually want to level up now.
Okay.
One of the improvements that I can get is 1 extra tough. So I can go from 0 tough to +1 tough. Which I will do.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Good for you. You're a tough little crook.
I'm a tough little crook.
Tough
I'm
old
getting
granny
tougher.
crook.
Yes, granny crook.
All right.
Uh,
So
that,
they are at the opposite walls. Nix, what are you going to do?
Um, ask George to fire one of the shots from the flare gun towards this side of the
to the one you're facing.
room.
Okay. Well, then I shoot my flare gun towards said Wendigo.
Obviously,
Not
you have
to
to
damage
turn
it,
to
not
do
to
this.
injure it.
So I want you to act under pressure.
Yes.
Because you also have one that's next to you, and things may happen depending on how you roll.
Oh my god. Okay. Under pressure. +1 is 6. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna use a luck point on that one.
Okay, so you don't mark experience, but you do roll a 12 by the
Yes,
sense of
and
the
I'll
luck.
mark
Make sure
luck.
you mark that luck off. Have you used one yet, or is that your first?
Not yet. That's my first.
Okay. I can't remember who's used luck between the 3 different groups. I think L used a luck
Yeah,
on
not
his
at-
group once. That was it.
We haven't yet.
So,
Yep.
as you do, you fire the flare gun directly at the Wendigo on the northwest side. And when you do, you try to aim off to the side just to get it like routed to go somewhere else like you were hoping to. But for some reason, in your mass amount of luck that you just have and seem to have against these creatures, you actually shoot it directly in the mouth.
Okay.
And it falls to the ground with its mouth sizzling, and then you see it ignite inside, and then its chest just glows, and then it stops moving.
Oh.
And then you see another soul pop out and go into the water next to you. And then
Oh, that
the
worked out.
water begins to grow even more again.
Oh boy.
And has now capped off the full walkway into that cave to the southwest. At least for a short duration.
All right.
Mhm.
Should have made the water blue.
Okay.
So this one died.
Mhm.
Dead.
Dead.
Damn it. Damn it, George.
It's dead. You know, be happy. It's dead.
So all you got left is this one Wendigo here on the wall that has now, in that little moment, made its jump towards the both of you. More specifically, the one that's closest to him, which would be.
Mhm.
Right.
Uh,
And in
well,
this moment, could I kind of rush in front of George and kind of put my trident up to kind of block creature?
Yeah, you could roll to
protect
protect someone.
yep, that's what I thought.
Okay.
But usually, I think the protect someone is in the case that they're actually taking damage.
Yeah.
When you prevent
Mm.
harm to another character. Yeah, so you're actually preventing the actual harm at the time it happens.
Yep. So let's see if that
Well,
even
instead of blocking, I would just be kind of whipping around to try and attack it.
Okay, yeah, that would be more what would happen. So you just kind of like roll around and then start to swing your spear at him, and you can roll to kick some ass. Nine plus what? 2?
Six. Yeah.
That's 11.
So 11. All right.
Hmm.
You get to choose a modifier to that. You can gain the advantage, giving +1 forward to you or another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, and you force them where you want them.
Inflict terrible harm.
So +1 harm, and you do 2 normally, right, with your spear?
Um, it's 3 harm, hand silver holy.
Okay. All right. So you would inflict 4. Okay. So as you slam, like you get extra force behind it, you're swinging up as it's coming at you at immense speed, and you just connect with the Wendigo at the speed and launch it backwards. But as you're doing that, it still gets a glancing claw to come towards you and slashes you across the chest for straight 2 harm, which I think is mitigated by 1 with you.
Yeah.
Because of holy armor, because you're so special. So yeah, and after that, you see the Wendigo hit the wall, and it looks very beaten up at that point, just off that one blow, but it is still up and moving around, and it tries to hop up on the wall, but it looks like it's struggling to keep a grip, looks at you, and then is trying to make a decision whether to run or actually try and continue to fight you.
Okay. Can I throw my spear to try to pin it down?
No, because you already had your turn, so this is actually
Yes.
where I go. George, what do you do?
Well, I know that killing them, their soul leaving their body into the river, uh, right, makes the water rise. Do we right now, like, can I still tread to the light that's penetrating the ground? Like, it's still water that you store
It's
there.
There's a
Is
small
it like
path
the
off to
inch?
the side here that you probably could,
Like, how
without
deep would the water
traversing
there
it
be?
too much. You might, I mean, obviously, like I was saying, it might ruin your shoes, but you don't know. You just know that you stuck your jacket in, and it
Okay.
aged the jacket material.
Okay. Yes. So I would want to pin it down with the fishing net, so as not to kill it. So that we can check out that light.
And are you gonna make sure that um, Jason knows this as you throw it?
Yes. Yes. I shout to Jason. I'm gonna pin it down. Do not kill it. We want to get to the light.
All right.
Okay.
So roll
And
to act under pressure. And due to its condition, I will give you a +1 to your roll.
okay, that's plus tough. Oh no, under. That's
It's
cool.
cool.
Plus one. That's 8.
Okay. So you succeed. You
Yep.
give you a worse outcome, hard choice or price to pay. Um so basically all I'm going to do here is you have a very limited amount of time because that is not going to hold long. It is not meant to hold down creatures of supernatural strength and um sharp devices on its claws, or like on its hands. It's got very sharp claws that are inhuman. So you throw it and it stops and is kind of brought down to the ground, but you can see it's already starting to tear the net apart. But
I
it is
tell
held down for a second.
I tell Jason, run over and pin it down with your spear or something. Figure something out. uh, and I run towards the light.
So you're running through here.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you get through, you kind of fall over after you get through because the soles of the shoes that you wore have just completely disintegrated away.
Great.
And you look at your shoes and they're basically just husks of what they were. But your feet are uninjured, but your shoes are pretty much gone.
Oh, okay. Right.
And Jason, what do you do? After you see him pin it and run, he told you to pin it down or do something. But there's a small path, and you probably get the understanding of his thing because every time you kill one, the water grows. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I pin, since it's already kind of struggling on the ground, I pin it down with my spear, and then I make my way over to where George is.
Okay, so you roll to act under pressure. Actually, you don't need to because it's in a net and you can pretty much get it. So I'm not gonna make you roll on this one. It's pretty much already been said that it is locked there. So you go over and you just slam your trident or your spear into him to hold it down. Or it's a trident. So you kind of put it around its neck so it's kind of held down. And then you're going to
Yeah,
make a run.
yeah.
Okay. What are you wearing on your feet anyways?
Um, I
How are
think
you
for the
dressed?
divine there,
Uh, The chat needs to know. How is Jason actually dressed as this divine being? Are you straight up
he's
are you street
wearing.
clothing it or are you like divine clothing it?
No, it's like he's wearing a dress shirt and a vest and dress pants and shoes.
Oh,
So
so
like,
classy as fuck.
yeah.
Okay, noted. So you're wearing like the James Bond kind of shoes?
Yeah.
Like you're going to a wedding type thing? Awesome. Okay. So you see Jason as you run through, you get to the other side. You don't quite fall like George does, but you definitely you kind of stumble as you reach the other side and see that your shoes have also completely melted or disintegrated and aged.
Okay.
But they did
Right.
protect your feet as it went. And you start to
Okay.
hear the screaming of the Wendigo on the other side get free, and then you feel your trident reappear to you. Like you can tell that it's with you again. I know that it's like a spectral type thing, but or ghostly like reappearing type thing, but you know that that wherever it was, it's not where it was anymore.
Right.
And then you just hear the screeching, and then you hear the clattering on the wall again behind you. What do you guys do?
Well, we came here for one reason, and I'm gonna go check out the light on the floor. That is, see what that's all about.
Mhm.
All right.
I'll cover George with. So we still have our flashlights, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You haven't messed with
Yeah.
those
So
yet.
I'll use my flashlight and kind of try and get a beat on the creature
And
while
deter
George
it.
yeah.
Okay. So it comes around the corner as you guys are backing up, and you are obviously getting it to stay back a bit because of the light. So it is kind of keeping away from you because it is also very injured and it knows it's hurt. So it doesn't want to get in a fight if it knows it's going to lose. So strong survival of the fittest. It is staying back while you guys make your way out, but you can tell as you're doing it that it is trying to creep up and watch you for any moment it can attack.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, as you guys leave this room, there's a small pathway that goes down, and you follow that light, and all of a sudden you enter the sanctum that I'm trying to. You enter the sanctum with this orb in the center, almost seemingly like a portal or a rift. Portal or rift, and there is just dead bodies encircled around this thing. Which, if you are familiar at all with the idea of a Wendigo,
Yes. Until dawn.
yeah, until dawn. So basically, Wendigos are born from the cannibalization of people and the spirit taking over a body of someone who has eaten someone.
Yep.
Pretty much, that's the idea
They
behind them.
basically become cannibals. They need to cannibalize to survive.
Yes. So did you guys lock that? Oh, you
Yes, I
locked it.
did.
Good job.
No worries.
So as you enter the chamber, you just see this huge ball of blue light. And the water from up above has started to drip down into this cavern and is going off to the sides. So off to the sides, you just see that the runway is coming and it's like leaking down into here. The water has started to grow.
Mhm.
I'll just make my pretty little picture. Because why not? So you can see that this chamber is starting to fill up slightly. Not quickly, but it's still, there's water dripping down in. But around it, you see all the dead bodies, and you can only assume the reason there were so many Wendigos is because something with this portal had something to do with all this here, and the fact that if you eat human bodies and the spirit comes out and takes you over because of said thing, these are probably the dead bodies of those that were devoured or eaten.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm. And how do we
And we
close
still
this
have that one
portal?
behind us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you still have one behind you, and you just see this blue, almost seemingly like the water that you're seeing in the cavern. It's almost of the same look.
Hmm.
but you can
Um,
hear a weird, like, it's not a scream, but some weird sounds coming from the inside of the ball, like ghostly type noises, screaming of like actual just people and just random noises, whether they're calm or just not good at all, screaming, crying. There's cheering. There's just about every kind of emotion that you can hear from within this bubble.
Okay.
Jason, this is some weird kind of portal. Do you with your divine holy powers feel anything from it?
Mm. It's like every other emotion that a human being possesses is swirling around and bursting at the seams.
Well,
Whatever this thing is, I believe we should try and close it. But how? Maybe with one of the stalagmites or crystals.
on my bullets, my bullets, my
Wow, that
ray.
you going through puberty
Yes.
there?
George had a late puberty, all right.
The 40-year-old virgin became a wizard.
30, actually.
You
Yo, a
made it 10
wizard.
years earlier.
33.
Congratulations.
Yes, 33, and he's he's late puberty. All right, he's a late bloomer. Come on. Right. So, well, I mean, George has no clue what this thing is. Like, he's confused. He is like portals, weird shit. You know, he's a simple crook. Um,
So,
but yeah.
considering you in no way would know anything, like even physical, like on a spiritual level or magical level, know
Mhm.
what it is, but I'm going to give Jason the ability to roll and investigate a mystery.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Plus sharp, which I believe is 0 for
Sure.
you.
+1.
Oh, plus
So
one.
8. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so on that you can ask one question. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
So we can already kind of guess what happened in the
Yes.
dead bodies. Um, what sort of creature is it? We already kind of know that, as well as what can it do. Um, I'll ask what is being concealed here.
Okay. So as you're kind of thinking about it, you hear a familiar voice, but it's distorted pop into your head. But you could swear that it's the voice of what is your sister.
To
But
say,
yeah, you can't fully pin it down. It just has like the general speech and the idea behind it sounds like her, but you can't put a full finger on it if it actually is. But you hear an explanation, and you had already kind of answered it yourself that it is just the brimming emotions, but they tell you it is merely just all of the emotions that have of the dead that have accumulated this area. They have overflowed the magical lines in the rivers coming from the main point of Mount. This is just one of those strongholds of one of the powerful creatures that were birthed from it. Just we'll need to close the portal. You already have the weapon at hand, you just need to use it.
Okay.
okay.
Of course, George didn't hear any of that, right?
No, it was just straight up him.
Yes.
Hmm. So then I asked George to see if he can. Well, first I ask him. Well, no. I ask him to shoot at the portal to see if that does anything.
That was my thought too. Yes.
Yes, I shall shoot it, my squire.
Will I still have eyes on
Yes.
the Wendigo behind us?
Yep. Oop. God dang it.
So I'll need to. So I'll shoot it. So I need to roll to kick some ass, or what would be the best?
There would be no roll to kick ass. This thing is basically just there. You don't need to roll anything on this part, really. Basically, because it's not moving, it's a giant orb. I don't think you need to be much of a marksman to hit it. I mean, it is you after all, but
It is
oh.
me.
Basically what happens
trick
is
shot.
as you shoot it, nothing. It's almost like the bullet is absorbed. You shoot one just to be safe and it does nothing. It just ripples a little bit like water would, and then there's nothing.
Okay.
As Max is extremely disappointed that his first use of the bullet is nothing.
Yes, I'm so sad.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose I'd say, well, obviously, I'm not the answer here to this portal question. How about we switch sides? You know, you face the portal. I'll try to keep off the Wendigo.
All right, let's give it a go. And then I'm approaching the portal, I guess. I try and, because I don't want to touch it quite yet, so I try and stab my trident into it and see what that does.
Okay. And as you're doing that, as you're making your way forward, you have turned your light off of the go, and in that moment, it does make a leaping jump towards George.
Yes.
And in that moment, you start to thrust your spear into the portal. And then it begins to shake and vibrate until you start to see cracks start to form around where you have stabbed the trident in. And then Max,
What
or
do I do?
George, in front of you, you have the Wendigo leaping at you. And behind you, an overgrowing light has begun to emanate from where Jason has plunged his spear. What do you do?
I'm disappointed that my bullet didn't work on the portal, but I want to use it. I want it to actually do something because I'm very happy with it. Tools, right? Playthings. So I shoot the Wendigo, not to kill it, but to hurt it though. To shoot in the legs or some like. I'm actually no.
Okay.
I'll retract that. I am shooting to kill. Sorry.
Okay.
So I'll roll to kick some ass. 7 + 1 is 8.
All right. Now, as you turn and you're frustrated that you didn't get your bullet didn't do anything, and you were hoping it would, that you would have some kind of epic, finisher to this big bubble. You turn around and, in anger, shoot at the Wendigo that has now jumped at you, and you hit it dead in the head.
Nice.
As it does, before you get that shot off, hit you across the arm with it extended and gives you a decent scratch, nothing largely concerning for one harm. And then you shoot it in the head and it falls down to the ground and dies. In which case, the soul leaves its body like it has every other time, and then goes into the ball directly where you had shot. And you begin to hear even more screams, and they get even louder and louder as the seconds go on, as the cracking begins to fill the orb more and more from the trident. And then you are blinded as the cavern is filled with white light, and you pass out. That is where we are ending.
Nani?
Nani? Wow. Holy. This is our longest session yet.
Oh, that was a 2.5 hour one.
Yeah, damn.
That went way longer than I thought it was going to.
We're slow.
No, it just it went. That was good.
It was good. Yes.
And now
In
you
a
guys
good
have
way.
to leave. I'm terrible at cliffhangers, by the way. I put them in the most spots that people are like, "You motherfucker." Group A, I put it when Nat was near dying. Group C, I put it after they blew up a house.
I still haven't listened to the sessions.
Okay.
I still need to.
So I do encourage it.
Yes, I know you will.
Well, they're all
just
they're
need
all
them
on YouTube
consolidated.
now. It's just a full sessions. You can skip through them.
Nice.
Hmm.
Nice.
I'll get to the consolidated ones at some point once I find a program that works.
Yeah.
But you can
Just
end
have-
your recordings if you want as well.
Yeah, done.
Okay.
Finally. All right.
I will do that.
I got to get the rest of them downloaded and separated. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I'm sorry that it was a week behind. Last week was rough.
That's fine.
But I'm glad that we got back into it.
Yes.
And you guys killed some bitches. Again. More legitimately this time than last time, too.
Yeah. Didn't almost kill each other.
No, you actually
Yeah,
worked
we
together.
did.
That was brilliant.
It worked.
And
It
I've
worked
put
well.
something into motion that's going to be different for your dynamic.
All right.
Uh-oh.
This is gonna be something.
Well, the hint is it was supposed to be one thing, but it's going to
Mhm.
be the other.
Okay. Okay.
I think I have an idea.
I think I might have an idea. All right, we'll see how it goes.
Okay. But thank you all for joining. Thank you for Raven for coming in here and chilling and all that fun stuff. Thank you for whoever else is chilling and lurking, listening. You guys are awesome. Make sure to check out the video once I get it loaded up to YouTube if you missed any of it. And spread it to your friends. I'll be doing consolidated episodes at some point once I get a program that actually does the audio correctly. There's one episode up on the Spotify and that right now for the Cogtable. Feel free to give that a listen. The rest will be up soon, but as for now, you can listen to the full Twitch sessions streams on YouTube when I upload them. But all of them are there now except for this one.
Great.
So thank you guys for joining. You guys have a good one. Nix, Max, you have a good one. And we'll see you 2 weeks with Group B again.
Yes.
Later, everyone.
Later, taters.
There's a gentleness I have known. Knew it best when it was fading.